Over the last year, normal people have been 4xing the recommended safe dose of creatine. And the reasons why are kind of surprising. And it's not some new bodybuilding trend, or better yet, an old bodybuilding trend. It's because of what it's doing outside the gym. The best of which is to shed loads of body fat. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 2 reasons people are 4xing their creatine dose. And then you can see if you should be doing this too to lose your belly. To start, I'm going to show you how creatine actually works and why it matters more than ever if you have a lot of weight to lose. So this section of the video is Creatine 101. By the way, if you don't have my 30 and 3 fat loss program, it's 3 habits that are going to give you 30 pounds of fat loss. It's free, link in the description. Have you ever used premium gas at the gas station? I honestly haven't, but creatine's kind of like that, except it's way cheaper. It's the same car, it's the same body, but it's much more efficiently fueled, making it better at doing the work that it's supposed to do. So creatine first boosts ATP. It turns ADP, which is diphosphate, into ATP, adding triphosphate. And when that bond breaks, it gives you more energy. It doesn't really matter how it's exactly working. That's just its main function. See, it pulls water into the muscle. So it makes you look more jacked. The muscles are actually bigger and they function better like real muscle. So you're gaining muscle. The scale is going to rise, but your physique is going to improve. You literally look more jacked on this stuff. And confidence is a low key, it's not part of this video really, but confidence. You're going to feel literally more confident. You feel more jacked. And therefore you take the actions that a jacked person is going to take. And that's what's going to lead to your fat loss. That's a piece of it. There's an actual thing that's going on here. So how do you go from better workouts to actual fat loss? Let's look at what the science says about creatine. All right, so let's think of this like a triangle with the base being your muscle. And this is metabolism. And then this top is fat loss. When you build muscle, it's going to support your metabolism, and that is what's going to lead to your fat loss. Think of it like it creates space for fat loss to sit on top of. And if we don't have the muscle, the whole pyramid just starts to fall. Because of course you don't have a foundation for it to sit on. So creatine doesn't have a direct fat burning effect. You still have to put in the work. It's not like a magic pill. And I think we all know this by now. Otherwise it would have been touted about like a fat loss drug a long time ago. As I spoke about in the last point though, it raises lean mass consistently in the literature. So every scientific article that has looked at this, it consistently raises lean mass. Now, yes, that's mainly in the form of water because it's using that water to pull in the phosphate molecules to transfer ADP to ATP and all that stuff. But still, it functions like muscle because you're stronger. More muscle also equals a lower body fat percentage. At the exact same body fat level, let's say you had 50 pounds of body fat on your body, and then you gain some muscle and you still have 50 pounds of body fat on your body, as a percentage, you are now leaner. Now, whenever you get towards the leaner end of that, let's say 15 down to like 12%, if you gain a couple pounds of muscle and you go from 15% to 14%, that will be noticeable. That same amount of fat has to spread out over more muscle. It makes you look leaner, and because you are leaner. This still is not the mechanism that I'm getting ready to talk about. I'm just setting you up for how this can be a fat loss supplement. Also, a nice thing is that your strength stays a little bit higher while dieting, so you're more likely to keep your muscle. And if you're new to this, you're much more likely to build muscle. I said that water is going to be going into your muscle and that's equivalent to lean tissue, but you're going to actually be building muscle too, especially if you're new to this, your muscles aren't used to the stimulus. You're going to be building a lot of muscle. Now it's time for the 2 reasons that people are max dosing creatine in order to lose fat, whether they know it or not. We're going to go back to this metabolism triangle, and up here we're going to write focus, and then we're going to write action, and then transformation. I'm just going to write transform. This is really better as a cycle than a triangle, but the triangle's already written here. I figured it'd be easy enough to picture that. So if your focus is on building muscle and you're using creatine to do that and you're lifting hard, which we're going to get into this stuff, but you are going to transform your physique. When you transform your physique, I'm telling you, results come before motivation. If you've ever ran out of motivation, this is probably why, because motivation fades 100% of the time. But whenever you're getting results, I'm telling you, there's nothing more motivating than being like, dude, I'm starting to get jacked. And then you start taking the actions, that's that other side of the triangle. You start taking the actions that's going to lead you to being even more focused on building muscle, and this cycle continues. So here's how this is actually leading to fat loss. Creatine allows you to get extra reps. And let's say you normally would have failed or gotten really close to failure or stopped at rep 10 because it was really hard. That's the first key to building muscle, is training hard. If you're able to get rep 11, maybe even rep 12 because of creatine, not only are you getting 2 more reps, you're getting 2 much more valuable reps. And that's what is so powerful here that I hope you really take home. You're not just getting 2 extra reps on like every single set. You're getting 2 very valuable reps, because honestly, in my opinion, rep 1 through 8 in that scenario I just described was really to set you up for rep 9, 10, 11, and 12. Not to mention the extra work. I know it's only 4 reps or 2 reps, here and there, but still that extra work is going to lead to more calories burned. Yes, it's going to lead to more muscle, increasing your metabolism. That's really where the magic happens. But still, you are doing a couple more reps every single set, and that really adds up. Here's the quote that I came up with with ChatGPT, but I did think it was a really good quote. Creatine doesn't burn fat. It helps you earn the fat loss. And I know that might not be sexy, that you have to go out and earn it. But in my opinion, if you have the ability to control your own destiny, that is all that we really desire. If I know at any moment I could flip a switch and I could start working out hard and I could get results, if I knew I was guaranteed to do it, I'm much more likely to take those actions. And I'm telling you, it's guaranteed. Outside of building muscle, of course, it protects your muscle. So whenever you start getting really lean, you're going to retain muscle and you're going to retain more of it. When you retain muscle, this prevents metabolic slowdown. So as you have to eat less and less and less in order to keep losing weight, if you build, not only keep, but build muscle, you're actually going to have to eat potentially more as you lose weight. Now, if you have a lot of weight to lose, that's not going to happen, but still you're going to feel very full. And then, I know this isn't like directly tied to fat loss by any means, but you are going to retain your strength longer. And as men, typical person that watches this channel is a male, probably close to my age or, 40s, 50s. We just want to be strong. It just feels cool and we just like it. But here's what most people miss. And I think this is the low-key, most important aspect of creatine supplementation. Fat loss is mostly about staying on your diet. I know this sounds weird, but creatine makes that easier than ever. And there's new research that shows that this is something that we should be taking a little bit more seriously. I didn't have this planned in the video, so I had to go get it. But this is my craving survival map, and it helps you stay on your diet. It'll tell you, are you stressed? Are you running on autopilot? Are you tired? What are you actually feeling? Kind of describes how that feeling is. And then it gives you a checklist that if you follow that, you won't have that craving anymore. And that will also keep you on your diet. This is free in the description. So this part is going to be about the brain benefits of creatine. And that means fat loss adherence to your diet, and then you're going to lose weight. Because let's admit this, you've lost weight before, haven't you? And then you gained it back because you couldn't stick to your diet. Now, a lot of that is diet issues. I have other videos on that, making sure you eat enough protein. There's all this stuff. But if we could have stuck with it, you would have kept losing. You would have kept the weight off. And so this is so important. So I'm going to draw a quadrant here. Hope this marker didn't give out on me. So this is calm. This is stressed. This is focused. And this is foggy. So obviously these are opposites of each other. Creatine is going to have you way over here where you are calm and focused. If you're focused and stressed, this is just overthinking. If you're stressed and foggy, this is where binges happen. And if you're calm and foggy, you're just meh. Just disengaged, you don't really care. So creatine, you really want to be over here. Now I know this might not make a whole lot of sense. I did make it up. I will fully admit that. But if you want to go back and look at that quadrant while I'm explaining this, I might have made that up, but it's true. Creatine has been shown in the research to have massive cognitive benefits. Now this is relatively new. We'll see if it pans out. But especially with people that are elderly and people that already have some sort of mental health issue to begin with, it really seems to make a difference. And I actually heard a video recently from Menno Henselmans saying that, creatine didn't show promising effects in people that were like normal. Like after COVID, who's normal? We all have a little bit of anxiety, and that's what this is about. It's anti-depression and anti-anxiety. If we can fight our anxiety, if we can fight those feelings of self-worth being low, I don't know about you, but me, I'm one of you, okay? I am you. That pain that you feel from being overweight and not being able to bend down and tie your shoes and, it being difficult to clean the bottoms of your feet and stuff. I mean, it's stuff that big people understand. That embarrassment of clothes shopping, all that stuff. It's a lot of shame and guilt. Almost everyone who's really heavy, in my opinion, my clients at least, have struggled with, and I'm not a therapist or anything, okay? I'm just saying it seems like they struggle with self-worth issues just like I did, with anxiety and feeling like they're not enough. And this stuff has shown promising results. And that's where the 4X part comes in. 4 times the creatine dose seems to be very promising for reducing anxiety and depression and keeping you on your plan. I know that doesn't sound sexy. It doesn't sound like, oh, this is just going to do it for me. It's going to allow you to put in the work like I was saying earlier. So now we're going to get into how to actually take this for fat loss. This is probably the part that you came to the video for. So should you be 4 timesing your dose? Instead of 5 grams, you should be taking 20 grams a day. The standard 5 grams is like going to the golf range, the driving range. I'm not a golfer, but the driving range, and just using the driving range and doing that every day. You will get better. 5 grams is almost always going to saturate your muscles, and it's going to make you physically the strongest version of yourself. Max dosing creatine is like going to the driving range and then going out onto the green and having a pro coach you. It's just better. I personally have been max dosing my creatine. I've been taking 20 grams of creatine a day. So I take 10 grams in the morning and 10 grams at night because I just don't want 20 grams all at once. And the easiest way to take it, in my opinion, is to just dry scoop it and then put some water in your mouth and swish it, because I don't want to drink an entire glass of like grainy creatine water. You can mix it in with like a protein shake in the morning for sure. In fact, if you mix it into a protein shake, you'd probably do all 20 grams. If it upsets your stomach, you might have to break it up. And not everyone needs 20 grams. If you're smaller, if you're a woman, you might need 10 grams. You know, it's just increasing your dose. There has been mental benefits that have been shown at 10 grams, so maybe you start with that. Timing doesn't matter. Take it any time of day that you're actually going to remember to take it. It's all about consistency. One missed day doesn't mean a whole lot, but you want it to saturate your body. It takes a while to saturate your system. So you need 5 grams every single day to eventually, after like a month, saturate your muscles. You need 10 grams or more every single day, it seems like, to saturate, I don't know if it's the blood and the blood-brain barrier, probably not the blood-brain barrier, but to get those cognitive benefits as well. Now, in my opinion, creatine low-key is the best fat loss supplement, and it is powerful. For the big movers though, the thing that's gonna get you 50 pounds or more lost, go watch this video here. This is how I lost my first 50 pounds after failing so many times. And if you relate to that, you're gonna love that video.